Hi everyone! Unit 2 is now up and running. Hopefully you've had a chance to hop on over there and take a look. I want to highlight a few things about Unit 2, so let's dive in. Unit 2 is a professional portfolio unit. Now some of you may already have a resume. That's fabulous. This is your time to spruce it up. Things are constantly evolving and changing in the career world and in the new kind of digital age. Not so new, but things are slow to catch up. So are trends. Trends are happening. And we're going to talk about several different things. One, how to kind of project that you attitude, show versus tell, as well as creating visual resumes. These are more than just taking a static resume and putting it online. And we'll look at some examples. Some of the ones I give aren't so great, so we can talk about them to pick them apart to build what makes a good one. And then some of them are really wonderful examples, and there's a lot of different opportunities for you to take a look at. One of the main things that I want to point out that's really different about this unit, there's two things actually. As you notice, we have our assignment sheet up at the top, as always in the week one. We have our week objectives, which are always there. Reading, watching, and writing, as well as due dates. Now, in this unit, there are some things that are optional discussions. And I put these in there because I want us to have a conversation, but it's not a required component. I will say that there are points for participation in this class. So this is one way in order to boost up that participation grade, to actually participate in these optional discussions. The other thing that's interesting about this unit is last unit you had something due every week. Sometimes you had two things due in 1 week. In this unit though, everything is due at the end of the unit. But what I've done is in each week I have these soft due dates. Now what I mean by soft due dates is that as you're looking through this unit, you'll see that I'm asking you to do an audience analysis. It's one of the first pieces that you should put together in a portfolio. You're analyzing the company, the position, even maybe your boss, the history, mission statements, all those things of the company that you're applying for. And this will allow you to tailor that portfolio for this particular company and position. So that's the first thing I'm asking you to do here. This should be done before you start tweaking your resume, beginning a new resume from scratch, your cover letter, any of that other stuff. So I have these soft due dates where ideally I would like this work to be done by the end of this week. However, I'm not collecting anything until the end, so I really leave that to you in order to manage your time appropriately. But again, I put these soft due dates because my hope is that you'll do them as I'm kind of asking you to throughout the unit. This is how a lot of the stuff will be done from the units here on out. You'll have these kind of soft due dates, these guidelines, with a few hard due dates. And the hard due dates are when something is actually due to Blackboard. So everything else, though, more or less is the same throughout each unit. What you'll notice is I have some supplementary folders, and in these supplementary folders there are additional resources. Some of them are humorous, like Resumes from Hell and Good and Bad Resumes, and some are more useful, like resume templates, how to address a cover letter, things along those lines. It's just additional resources for you. You'll also notice that we do some more discussion with the digital resumes. Please, when you get to week 2 that you actually watch that lecture, the guidelines for the digital resume are within the lecture itself. So it's really important that you watch that and get that information. And at the very end of this unit, we'll be doing not only a peer review, but also a mock interview. So we'll be doing an electronic interview. And there'll be more information about that as it comes up. I just kind of wanted to point out the major tasks that we have and how this unit is a little different from the other ones. Now, like I said, this is a great time if you already have a resume to kind of start modifying it and tweaking it. Don't think though, please don't just submit the one that you have already without actually going through some of these lessons. It's really important for the things that have changed and things that we're talking about here. Of course, chapter 15 is going to be a really good resource for you as well. So I encourage you to participate in the conversations online, and I look forward to seeing your professional portfolios. As always, please make sure that you ask questions when you have them, and I will get those Unit 1 projects back to you as soon as possible. I hope you all are having a great week and a wonderful semester.